critical keys.
And there we go.
There we go. It's Miracle Rogue versus Druid.
Yeah.
Who has the upper hand?
Miracle Rogue versus Druid. For me, it depends a lot on the amount of taunts the Druid has, and yeah, if the Miracle Rogue runs 1 or 2 saps, and it's also different between a Ramp Druid and a Token Druid. Like, it changes the entire matchup with the Blade Flurry, for example.
We already see a Starfall, which is seen sometimes, but not often.
Okay, that's Ramp.
Yeah, that's Ramp with the big taunters. And if you wonder why are those spaces there on the left, well, there will be pictures coming in a second. They were just left out for a second. And the Miracle Rogue has a rather okay starting hand. I mean, the sap is pretty cool in this matchup. If there is Innervate Coin something, you can sap it away. If there's a White Rose, obviously sap ain't that useful. It's good in the end. So there's Innervate we were talking about. There could be Innervate Coin Azure Drake, and you could sap it, but well, Azure Drake I would actually kill in this situation.
Yeah. Wow.
Another Innervate. That is crazy. You just wait a turn, Innervate Carrot, and then you're screwed. It's looking really good for Mirrari at the moment.
Okay. He could consider going for Backstab, Shift, and then attack, just to draw another card, but that would be a lot of cards.
The other option would be
Prep Eviscerate.
Yeah, so Backstab, Shift, Attack is cool. He could also just attack and heal himself with the Earthen Ring Farseer, or just play the Earthen Ring Farseer. They're like, he can sap still. That buys him actually 3 turns until the Drake comes again. Well, we know it won't buy him any time. He's just going for the shift play since the Eviscerate is way better later on. And his hand is not optimum. There's an Auctioneer missing. The one and only card missing.
He doesn't really mind taking the 4 damage since he has the Earthen Ring Farseer. So that's definitely why he chose to go for that play, I guess.
And there's an Earthen Ring Farseer also from Mirrari, so there's some heal, I guess 1 healing touch also for Mirrari. Ancient of War, probably 2 Ancient of War, maybe a Faceless Manipulator additionally. Like, the really annoying deck Miracle Rogue doesn't want to face. This is like the one really good counter in my opinion, since you can sap 1 time the Ancient of War, and then you gotta have some kind of board advantage to be able to kill the Ancient of War.
Yeah, but a 5/10, it's so tough to kill.
It's possible for a rogue, but once. Yeah. You can't kill 2. So you have to kill it and then win in the turn, something like that, or not take more than 1 additional turn. Oh, there is the Auctioneer. Plus Preparation, Eviscerate, and Hero Attack. And he's really hoping for another Preparation for more spells. Or he just Shadow Steps it, easy mode. I would actually consider Shadow Stepping my Auctioneer after I Eviscerated and Hero Attacked.
Just to make it swipe proof?
Yeah, so
like that there's no option.
The problem is your hand is crappy. So yeah, you get another Eviscerate and a Fan of Knives, but you're just rely on the normal top deck card draw. You need to kind of Shadow Step it now. What else you want your Shadow Steps for? Yes, for Leroy, but you're not even close to a Leroy. It's just the only thing you can do in this situation, which helps you the most.
I agree. And next turn, here's the possibility to go for Auctioneer, Fan of Knives, for example, to draw 2 cards.
Innervate Ancient of Lore is so annoying, and next turn Karen follow up, and Sunwalker. Wow, this is gonna be so maddening for SasT.
Well, I don't like this. Is looking grim for SasT. So many taunts.
You wanted already to say I don't see him winning this by any chance. It's gonna be a long and hard road to go down. There's still the option of sapping now, or he just goes for the Gnomish.
Yeah, but like you don't want to sap an Ancient of Lore, you know?
Nah, never. I did it already, but that was a turn 4 Ancient of Lore with Coin and Innervate. Then I think it's okay. You could also just fend off Knives and Eviscerate, so that's always a possibility. There's it gone, but then like next turn,
he has no Eviscerates left.
Or Cairn. It doesn't even matter. Like, okay, it will get sapped once, so Sunwalker will get sapped. But then Ancient of War is the follow-up move for you. And as you say, there's no Eviscerate. And Eviscerate is like your main damage source, especially if you get Azure Drakes out and then 5 damage. Azure Drake Sound is 6 damage Eviscerate. Exactly what you want to have.
Well, so what is SasT going to do? I mean, you could zap the Sunwalker, but then again, he has no conceal for his Auctioneer, and he really wants to play him with conceal or have another one in case it gets stumped.
We could just go for the Gnomish and drop a 4/4 Van Cleave if he wants to, or
Really? Not Gnomish Shift.
they could also Gnomish as a 7 agent
Or
just
well,
to
Shift first, obviously, in that case.
Well, the thing is, you want to shift absolutely with an Auctioneer together in your hand, and because it gives you 2 cards. Oh, there's a preparation.
Oh,
This is gonna
nice.
get interesting. So he sapped, as you said, which is absolutely an okay move here, and he can still redraw. Oh, the
Oh,
Assassin's
Assassin's
Blade
Blade.
even. This is gonna be super useful. Assassin's Blade, Deadly Poison. As soon as he sees here the Sunwalker again and the Cairn and everything. Well, that was no conceal at all.
Nope. But he deals at least a bit of damage.
Well, the good thing is we know there's Raz and there's Swipe, but even though there's going to be one of those, he cannot play another thing. So there's Selnus, Raz, for example, now, but that's it. There's not going to be Selnus, Raz, Sunwalker, since there's just no mana for it. In the end, playing the Auctioneer here just buys him some time to establish a kind of board control, and he has 3 minutes on the board. He has the Assassin's Blade. He might draw into a Deadly Poison, and then it gets really, really good for him. Yeah, swipe.
He's considering swiping.
I like the Selnus
play
mirror.
more. Yeah, I agree on the Selnus part.
I always want to see my Selnus die and give me extra cards. Even though Mirari needs no extra cards, so look at his hand. There's like enough to play for the next 6 turns. Every turn he can drop a minion. Okay, on turn 10 he could even Senjin and Sunwalker together.
That would be mean.
That would be madness, not only mean. This is looking really good for Mirari, I'm still saying. But it ain't super bad for sasT. I mean, he needs to kill the Selnus, in my opinion. You never want to leave it alive. Gnomish first, just see what you get. And back for a Deadly Poison. No Deadly Poison. And the 4/4 Van Cleave.
Going Van Cleave now.
Well, he could make an 8/8 Van Cleave, to be honest. So there could be the only 4/4, or he Shadow Steps plays it again, which I wouldn't advise him to do. A 4/4 is okay.
Well, he's
Struggling.
Yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't go for the 8/8 Van Cleave, because then you're in danger for the big game hunter. But 6/6 is great, I think.
He has even both. So as you
wow.
said, the 6/6 will be at 8F would have been good, but there's double silence and the big game hunter. So if you make it 6/6, that's actually the best number you can make a Van Cleave against a druid. And now it would just get silence, or he can even Moonfire swipe, something like this. He doesn't even need to play his. Yeah, Senjin is better here, since Senjin kills the 2/3, and well, it's 5 HP. So sasT needs a Deadly Poison now. It would be so nice for his Assassin's Blade, but it's just not appearing.
Well, you could consider going for Assassin's Blade SI7. Just get rid of the Senjin.
I like that one a lot, actually, since you're going to keep your 2/3, you deal 2 damage in his face, you get the weapon out. You're burning a charge. That's sad.
That's sad indeed. But it's okay, especially with the damage you can dish out with Azure Drake, Blood Mage Selnus, and then a Blade Flurry.
Yeah, that's already the 5 damage mark. So if there's some Walker Cairn, something like that on the board, you can just Blade Flurry it into Doom. It would be way cooler if you had a 5 or 7 attack weapon, which is always your number 1 goal with an Assassin's Blade. But yeah, this is a good move. You get a 3/3 out. Okay, he ran it in just to heal himself up. I like the other move more. There was no reason to not play it. He could have still healed him up next turn. Just conserving some minions. I like it just more. It's okay though. So now he had the 2/3 to actually run into the Sunwalker if he wants to, or additionally to kill the Sunwalker easier. In the end, he has the same 2 damage. Like, we see the Big Game Hunter maybe getting dropped. Yes, the Big Game Hunter. So that one can get SI7 Agent also. Or just Selnus Blade Flurry. Oh.
Or Selnus Fan of Knives.
Yeah, I would Selnus Fan of Knives and Deadly Poison on your weapon. GG, clear the whole board. Can you even do it with Azure Drake? You can do Azure Drake? No. Yes,
no.
You can Azure Drake, Fan of Knives, and Deadly Poison, which is enough.
That's
you
true.
You get enough mana. So I hope he's seeing it. I mean, that's just for me the obvious move here.
Don't attack into it.
Like the Fan of Knives killed the 4/2 for. I think.
Yeah, and triggers the shield. Oh, you didn't see it.
Well, he probably wants to Fan of Knife now.
He wants a Blade Flurry now.
And that's so unnecessary. Well, okay, he plays double Blade Flurry, then it doesn't matter at all. But I didn't see it wasn't necessary.
No, he took 4 damage and just kept the Deadly Poison instead.
Yeah, but
Strange.
I didn't like that move. He would have taken the 4 damage anyways.
Yep.
However he played it. But yeah, he could have just 5 damage, 7 damage Blade Flurry next turn. And still, with the 2 minions out, he has another 3 damage Blade Flurry. And he had 1 hit left on his weapon. 1 hit and a Blade Flurry left, so double damage. And that double damage against an Ancient of War would have been exactly what he needs to kill it. So I'm just missing that one here.
Well, he will draw another card.
Yeah, let's see. He will draw even 2 cards, which is super cool. That's what I love about Selness in most backstabs. Super nice. Conceal is actually pretty good too in this situation.
He could weapon up, Deadly Poison, Backstab, Fan of Knives, and even SI, and then he should clear the board, I guess. And keep everything alive.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, and he could even play Conceal. I mean, he has 0 cards, like only Shadow Step left, and a Leroy, but that's a nice win condition.
Now I would just play Deadly Poison, do my big amount of damage, and then Conceal. You want to conserve the 7 damage on the board, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely play the Conceal.
Since the next turn you get the Blade Flurry to burn something taunty, you have Leroy, Shadow Step Leroy, and with the Blade Flurry it's already 15 damage. You don't even need a minion to survive, you got lethal now. Leroy, Shadow Step Leroy, Blade Flurry, you just need to clear the board with your minions on there. It's looking like sasT is coming back from this. I mean, Mirrari had a lot of good stuff, especially the Ancient of War there.
He did.
But as I said, if you're facing an Ancient of War, you need a small minion army to actually throw minions into the Ancient of War later on.
That's game.
And that's game. It's looking good. Gonna Blade Flurry, just run in his 3/3, and then finish off with Leroy. Even gets the Auctioneer. Well, that one he doesn't need.
He has so much overkill.
Oh, that was surprising in the end. I wanted to say Mirrari is gonna win this, definitely. But it's looking like sasT just miracled his way to the top here. 10 damage, GG. Well played.
And he didn't even need to Shadow Step another time.
Nope.
Like, he had a potential of 7 more damage, I think.
He got Freeze Mage.
Freeze Mage is actually a really good matchup for the Mage. Like, against the Miracle Rogue.
Absolutely. I like it too. It's a really hard struggle. You have to take your time to get running, like turn 5, turn 3 maybe. If you're playing the Gnomish Inventor, as we have seen for sasT, you at least have a turn 4 play too. So you can get the game running earlier. But the Mage just profits from the game not starting so early. He just throws out his turn 3, turn 2 card draw, turn 3 card draw, turn 4 card draw, whatever card draw, and then after your game is like turn 6, you play Auctioneer Conceal, he already has everything in his hand he needs, or just has a card draw mechanism on the board.
And Mages have so many possibilities to get rid of the Auctioneer.
Yeah, absolutely. You could just
Fireball, Frostbolt, Ping, Iceland.
For Concealed Auctioneer
Flame
turn
Strike.
6, you still have the Coin Flame Strike, so that's a goodie. If there wouldn't be the preparation, so sasT can do their turn 5 Auctioneer here. Even though I don't like the turn 5 Auctioneer, I tend to go for turn 6 Auctioneer then, even with the Conceal, like go for Auctioneer, use your 1 mana for the Conceal, and use your Eviscerate for a high cost mana spell.
And Mirrari played the coin already, so he knows he should be fine playing it on turn 6.
He has double Acolyte of Pain. I mean, he doesn't care at all. So there's a Deadly Poison for sasT in hand, but he's not getting to the 1/3 at the moment. And there's just going to be double Acolyte of Pain. Well, he's pinging his 1 Acolyte of Pain for the card draw.
He's gonna ping it, I think. Oh,
He does their Mage Rush play here.
I think that might have been a mistake. Of course, he couldn't know that there's a Deadly Poisoning coming, but we have Deadly Poison SI7 now, and he will just clear one of the Acolytes, and next turn he will clear the other one.
Well, you're still gonna draw, I think, the amount of cards you would have drawn anyways. So, like, now you're gonna draw 1 card. if you ping, you would have drawn 2 cards.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
in the end, you can ping now 2, and so you draw anyways the total amount of cards you would have drawn. I think it made no big difference. Just a small one. Absolutely agreed there. Double flame strike.
Wow.
Normally there's like one flame strike and 2 blizzards.
Yeah.
There's like double flame strike, double blizzard probably. He really wants to wreck everything on the board. And Rogue is not only the auctioneer. If he gets auctioneer plus a Zudrake plus SI7, there are already 3 minions on the board you need to clear.
Yep.
Shiv, another SI7. Well, this is what you want to get as SST.
Wow. Yeah.
Like the rush,
And he has prep eviscerate on his hand, so next turn auctioneer conceal, most likely prep eviscerate and draw a buttload of cards.
The good thing for Mirrari is another mirror images, so he just drops them. It's not going to take any damage next turn. Well, if he weapon attacks one of the concealed minions, he's gonna take. Oh, there's Leroy. Should have said Leroy also. It's looking pretty good.
Attack first. Oh, he wants to prep first. Okay.
I don't like the prep first. I would have attacked first. I think he was hoping for, I don't know, Blight Flurry maybe, just to get instant to the face. What I didn't like about the preparation first is just you're robbing yourself the chance of playing the conceal with your 1 mana, and then you're getting maybe a Shiv, and then you can prep to play the Shiv. But if you prep first, the only thing you could play is the Eviscerate or the Conceal, and then you don't have a 1 mana follow-up spell.
Oh, he even decides to go for the Deadly Poison.
Well, that's okay. It ain't beautiful, but it's okay. We see here Blizzard. I wouldn't even. I would have maybe just Frost Nova, but it's okay. There's no other play. If he Frost Nova here, he could have played Vaporize additionally. It's gonna hurt so much. He's gonna drop his Zudrake.
Oh.
I dearly hope not. I think I would just go for the card draw in this situation.
He could consider Shadow Stepping the Auctioneer at the end of the turn.
Well, you got your Leroy already in hand, a double, so he can just double Eviscerate now, and then with a Leroy, at the moment, he could win the game next turn. He would bring him down to 13, and then you could Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy, weapon up, 13 damage.
That would be exactly lethal. Although if Mirrari plays the Vaporize, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, Mirrari needs to play Frost Nova Vaporize now. It's like the only play he can do. I want to see if SasT is actually attacking into this.
Will you have used the Ice Lens on the Auctioneer to get rid of him?
Wow,
I think he's considering it.
I think that's okay to do. He's just gonna draw more and more cards. Oh, is he gonna do it?
Ooh.
It's gonna hurt so much. You're gonna lose your Leroy.
I think he expects it to be an ice block.
Yeah, but that ain't an ice
lost.
block. I want to see SasT's face by now. This is like the most annoying minion in a Miracle Rogue. Actually, the minion where you want to hit the concede button since you're so pissed that this happened.
Yeah, now it's not looking too good for SasT.
Oh, he still has heal, another auctioneer.
Yeah, but for Mirrari, there should be at least one barrier in the match, like another secret and the ice block. So he has a lot of stall.
And the
conceal was played. Like if there's another conceal, that's another win condition with a big Van Cleave. But yeah, Flame Strike clears the board.
Yeah, now another auctioneer or Zudrake will get cleared again. Auctioneer, Fan of Nice, draw some cards. You could consider actually backstabbing his own auctioneer. Well, now in this situation with 9 cards left, yeah, you don't have a Leroy, so what would you want to keep your Shadow Steps for? Rather draw more cards, draw into your win conditions. The main annoying thing is you lost your 2 Eviscerates already.
Yep.
And you lost both Deadly Poisons since he went on double Deadly Poison just for the card draw. So that's like some damage he's still missing.
Well, he has his Assassin's Blade in his deck.
Now he's getting Alexstrasza. He's down to 15, and we got double Frostbolt Ice Line, so that's 610 damage already, and the Pyroblast
on his hand.
So in total, 2 more turns, and Mirrari's going to win that game. It's going to be hard for SasT. He needs to hurry up now to be able to win this.
Yes, to play sap.
I would backstab before I stab.
Yeah, definitely.
Just draw another card. This is really important. Get more cards, get a Van Cleave. And then just stab it out.
I think I
of the
would
way.
Flame Strike, Frostbolt Icelands now.
You would Flame Strike, Frostbolt Icelands. I like that one actually. And that's a goodie. Makes most sense.
No.
Just go.
Why Ice Block?
You can Ice Block
there's
Flame
no way
Strike.
he can lose.
Well, he fears maybe
But
the
what? What did
double
he fear?
Sinister Strike with
Exactly,
Zelness
exactly.
is 8 damage.
There was no way that he got lethal.
Well, let your imagination flow.
Yeah, I am. There's no way.
And there's no way. Okay, got that. Copy this, got that.
Well, actually, if he plays in the Kane Golem, there's a way.
A King Golem, Shadow Step. Yeah, that would be really funny if he had it in the end. So, this is looking really good for Mirari. He can just do the full nuke circle now. You know, just Pyroblast.
He knows he
then
won.
Next turn, it's over. So, sasT is losing the game here to Freeze Mage. And it was a close game still. If Mirari didn't draw that Ice Block, it would have gotten still interesting in my opinion. Especially with the big Van Cleave, so there would have needed to be the Blizzard, Frostbolt, Ice Blocks,
Wait,
something like
if he
this.
Shadow Steps...
Isn't it? It's 10. It's 11 damage.
Yeah, and he gets to 11.
Yeah, that is exactly 11
That was
damage.
so close.
Damn it! He brought him down to 3. Another Ice Block even. So
Oh, okay.
that was just ridiculous. Still, we got the Frostbolt, Icelands.
Ping.
And in the end, the ping. So GG here for the Freeze Mage wins the game. It's going to be 1-1 between Mirari and sasT.
But it was closer than expected, to be honest.
Absolutely, I was entirely blizzarded, but then he needed to actually get his Vaporize out to
Yeah.
stay alive. And for that, he drew so many cards. We got Hunter now, and it looks like a full golden Hunter for sasT.
It's mid-range control, Sunshine, Hunterish, so not full face.
Now we got the Snapjaw already in
Oh,
his
yeah.
hand.
Nice.
So that's going to be Snapjaw plus the Houndmaster, which is cool. Flare turn 1, you like that? Just
No, definitely not. Just keep the flare for the Ice Block.
I was like, you're like Flare, nice, and he's either, yeah, Flare turn 1, okay, no.
No,
you wanna
flare
keep
is
it
really
the
nice
Ice
for the
Block.
matchup. That's what I want
Absolutely, burning all those secrets. Soundless is actually annoying. How are you gonna kill it now? And there's Frostbolt Icelands turn 4 coming. It's like, what? So you can deal with that. Frostbolt Icelands, isn't that 14 damage?
to say. Frostbolt Iceland? That's 11 damage.
No,
No, it's 3, 4.
You know that Soundless does the spell damage.
Salnus is still on the board. Yeah, if he doesn't clear it, well.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's not able to
yeah,
clear
that
it,
is
so-
13 damage.
We might see just this.
No, it's
he
14.
could-
14.
You can do this super nuke now.
Ouch.
If you wanted to. But you would still want to have it for late game, especially after you played Electrada. If there wasn't the Snapjaw, I would have actually gone for it. I like it a lot. Now a Huffer. No, Misha even. Well, Misha is pretty cool too. So he has the most minions with most HP in his deck. Except from the Savannah High main.
Yeah, an Animal Companion was a rather obvious choice. Played tracking, had the Hunter's Mark, Animal Companion, and Unleash the Hounds. But Unleash the Hounds not that useful against the Freeze Mage, only against the mirror images.
And if you wonder why can't you see the tracking, well, in our current recording modus, or our current broadcasting modus, we cannot show it to you, but we're trying to make something up for you guys. And that's a really nice draw for sasT. Yeah, he even gets the Leok, plus a Timberwolf, so next turn he could just go for a Starving Buzzard Timberwolf to deal even more damage. Just how much damage is on the board? That's like crazy. He has 8-10 damage plus 2 Timberwolves. That would be another 6 bonus.
Yeah, plus Eagle on bow.
Well, there's going to be the Blizzard now,
Wow.
but still, there's like so much damage, all the beast here.
Well, he has a Flame Strike follow-up for next turn.
It's going to be Amanda's. Everything is cleared.
sasT should care. I think I would play a Savannah High main now.
It was 2 Eaglehorn bows. It could be considered just dropping the
Yep.
Eaglehorn bow. But yeah, I like the Savannah High main here a lot. Those mirror images, but they're going to be 1 turn too late. So he's going to Flame Strike, maybe. What else could he do?
I think Flame Strike.
Good thing is the Lion King survives, so you get a 6/1 Savannah High Main on the board. You can deal 11 damage. You can deal now if you want to.
Oh, another flare.
Well, are you
I
waiting
think
for
even if it's a vaporize, just trigger it.
Well, you get 2 flares, so he's okay. He burns 1 ice barrier. So
Ice block.
Ice block, sorry. So he sees it actually.
Well,
that was 1 ice block. He's extremely happy since there's going to be only 1 more. And that next turn I would actually check if it's an ice block. And if it's an ice block, then play the second flare, since then you got him. You just need to burn through those 8 armor. Is he going to play 2 secrets or just that one? And like the big question.
I think he's going to play it both.
I would definitely go for the if he doesn't play the ice block, I would go for the mirror images.
Yeah, of course. Those are the 2 options he has. Double secret flare. That hurts. That hurts so much.
This is how you counter freeze mage easy mode.
Oh
It seems this is like the super easy counter. And does he have lethal actually? I mean, he has a Stone Tusk Boar. That's 5 damage plus 6 damage.
Yes, 12. I think he maximum is 14 damage if I'm not mistaken.
So that's 8 damage plus the boar another 3. That's 11, 14, 16 damage if I'm not mistaken. With his steady shot, and he can play the flare.
Well, he has way more. He has 4.
Yeah, 16 damage is what he can deal, and with a flare,
16, yeah, exactly.
He just burns all the secret, and he's like, yeah, whatever, GG. Freeze Mage gets wrecked here instantly. That was 3-minute game, or what?
Let's be honest.
That was
sasT had the perfect draw.
Absolutely. I mean, he didn't get any freezing traps or explosives, but just those 2 flares.
It didn't matter, like the